Good afternoon, students. So, today we are going to study the next topic of circulation part, that is conducting system of human heart. Okay, so before that we have completed external morphology, internal anatomy of human heart. Today, conducting system of human heart. Now see, conduction, when you hear this word, conduction is nothing but impulses. There is a conduction of impulses in the heart. So, we all know that human heart is myogenic. Myogenic means it is generally made up of cardiac muscle, and this cardiac muscle plays an important role in the contraction and relaxation of the heart, which generally brings the autorhythmicity of the heart. So here, this human heart is generally made up of a specialized type of a nodal tissue, and this nodal tissue are responsible for the conduction of the impulses in the heart. Okay, so conducting system of the human heart generally made up of 4 different types of the nodal tissue, which plays an important role in the conduction of impulses. 4 प्रकार के आपके नोडल टिश्यूज रहते हैं जो आपका यहाँ पे कंडक्शन ऑफ इंपल्सेस करते हैं, राइट. द फर्स्ट वन इज जनरली कॉल्ड एसए नोड, सेकेंड इज जनरली कॉल्ड एवी नोड, थर्ड इज कॉल्ड बंडल ऑफ हिस्टवारा, एंड फोर्थ वन इज जनरली कॉल्ड एज द पुरकिंजे फाइबर. ओके, सबसे पहला शुरू करते हैं एसए नोड. चलो देखो एसए नोड क्या है. SA node. The right atrium is generally made up of a specialized patches of cardiac muscle. This specialized patches of the cardiac muscle is generally called as SA node, or it is also called as sino-auricular node. Okay, so this SA node is generally a specialized patches of cardiac muscle जो आपके right atrium में present रहते हैं, and ये आपके exactly right atrium में present रहते हैं. They are generally called as what? They are generally called as SA node. Okay, now this right atrium which contains SA node is generally called as the pacemaker of the heart. Okay, it is called pacemaker of the heart. Now, why SA node is generally called pacemaker of the heart? Because the first impulse was originated from SA node and it maintains the pace or the duration between first and the second contraction, right? तो SA node को हम लोग बोलते हैं pacemaker of the heart. क्यों इसको pacemaker बोला गया है? Because सबसे पहला impulse जो निकला है वो आपके SA node से निकला हुआ है और ये आपका मेंटेन करता है ड्यूरेशन और द पेस बिटवीन फर्स्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्शन एंड सेकेंड कॉन्ट्रैक्शन. दैट्स व्हाई एसए नोड इज जनरली कॉल्ड एज द पेस मेकर ऑफ द हार्ट. एंड द लास्ट पॉइंट, एसए नोड passes the wave of contraction. SA node passes the wave of contraction to the entire walls of the auricle. पूरे wall of the auricle को आपका impulse पहुंचाने का काम करता है SA node. Okay, so SA node is present in the right atrium, specialized patches of cardiac muscle. Here it is called as pacemaker of the heart because the first impulse is originated from SA node, and it also plays an important role in maintaining the pace between first contraction and second contraction, and it passes the wave of contraction to the entire walls of the auricle. Second is called AV node. Now this AV node is present in the wall of the right atrium near the opening of the coronary sinus, right? We all know coronary artery which generally supplies the blood to the heart, right? Okay, so this AV node is generally present at the right hand side. कौन से right hand side? Right atrium के. In the wall of the right atrium is near the opening of coronary sinus. AV node is present in between the interauricular and interventricular septum, right? This is your interauricular septum जो आपके दो auricles को divide करता है. This is your interventricular septum जो आपके दो ventricles को divide करता है. In between interauricular and interventricular septum, the AV node or auricoventricular node is present. Finally, AV node receives the impulse from SA node. ये AV node है, इसके पास impulse कहां से आएगा? From the SA node. क्यों? Because SA node is the first node which generally generates the impulses. Okay. Third one is generally called bundle of Histavara. Okay. Now from the AV node, a bundle of fiber arises, this bundle of fiber is generally called bundle of His Tawara. His Tawara was the name of the scientist. So as according to the name of the scientist, it is called bundle of His Tawara. So from the AV node, a bundle of fiber arises. They are called bundle of His Tawara. Bundle of His Tawara enters into the ventricle, and when they enter into the ventricle, they divide into the two branches, one into the right ventricle and one into the left ventricle, that is in the myocardium of the ventricle they enter, and now they are generally called Purkinje fibers. ओके तो इनको मैं बोलूंगा बंडल ऑफ हिस तवारा, पर ये बंडल ऑफ हिस तवारा जब आपके मायोकार्डियम ऑफ वेंट्रिकल्स में एंटर होते हैं, दे गेट डिवाइडेड इनटू द टू ब्रांचेस, वन इज राइट वेंट्रिकल, वन इज लेफ्ट वेंट्रिकल, एंड दे फॉर्म Purkinje fibers. Now this Purkinje fiber will pass the wave of contraction to the entire wall of the ventricle. पूरे ventricle को आपका impulse पहुंचाने का काम करता है आपका ये Purkinje fibers, right? Okay, so you can see that there is a flow of impulse, right? Transmission of impulse step to step हो रहा है. That is, the impulse is originated from the SA node. From the SA node, the impulse travel through the AV node. From the AV node, the impulses traveled through the bundle of His Tawara, and from the bundle of His Tawara, the impulses traveled through the Purkinje fibers. So this efficiency, where the impulse travel from SA node to AV node to bundle of His Tawara, and bundle of His Tawara to Purkinje fiber, is called conducting system of the human heart. In such a way, there is a conduction of impulse from one part to the another part, that is called conducting system of human heart. Just remember 2 points. SA node is called sino-auricular node, or it is called as the pacemaker of the heart. Okay, and AV node, auriculoventricular node, is generally called pace setter of the heart. Thank you.